Okay, hey guys, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to show you how to start your front view for your tug-of-war vehicle. So we spent the past couple of weeks coming up with really nice sketches of our tug-of-war vehicles. I'm going to do the one that I used for our previous lesson on how to do a tug-of-war vehicle sketch. So on my worksheet, I calculated that the overall height was going to be about 9 inches. So, I have a 4-inch wheel, a 5-inch wheel, winch wheel. So say give or take 9 inches. And I'm going to do the front view and the top view. I'm not going to do the right side view. So you only need to do 2 views in the class for your final scaled tug-of-war vehicle drawing. So I'm going to actually be putting my paper on vertically like this. So it's a little awkward. You need a big drawing board. So I'm just going to try to get it to fit as best as I can. And get my tape and okay, I'll tape the top 2 corners while hoping that nothing moves. And then I'll check for straightness. And looks good. Okay, I'll tape the bottom 2 corners. Okay, and I'm going to now do 1/4-inch borders all the way around. All right, so do the regular inch side. You may have to do your borders twice, because it may not fit. So I'll do a 1/4-inch here, and then 1/4-inch here. Okay. 1/4-inch here, and then 1/4-inch. All right, I'll get warmed up with the 2 horizontal borders. And then here I'll have to lean over and do the top edge of the paper. Try to do the best you can. Okay, just gonna see if this will work. I know I told you not to do this, but for this one, that looks like it'll be just fine. Okay, and then I'll do this one here too. Okay, so I got my nice borders, and I'm now going to let me just see if this video is still on. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, good. I'm using a new camera. Okay, so I'm going to now do my 1/2-inch title box. Okay, so 1/2 inch. Hopefully this new camera works. Okay, I'll do my 2 1/8-inch lettering guidelines. So 1/8 inch down, 1/8 inch down from that 1/2-inch title box. And I'll do 2 very light lettering guidelines. Okay, and then I'll break it up. This time we'll do 3/6/9, okay? So I'll go on the bottom border. I'll make a mark up at 3, 6, and 9. Take my triangle and make my 3 sections here. So we can't fit the 5, 9, 12. Okay, and then I'll put my name in all caps. Okay, the title is going to be TOWV for tug of war vehicle, TOWV, and then you could either do DWG or drawing. I'll just write drawing, I can fit it. Okay, and then for the scale, most of us are going to be able to draw the front view and the top view using the 1/2 inch scale. Okay, so the cars are going to be 12 inches maximum length. That would take up 6 inches on the paper. And if your car was 12 inches tall, you know, it fits nicely. And then you have room for your top view. Okay, so I'll write here scale 1/2 inch equals 1. Okay, so what I want you to do now is you're gonna go over 2 inches, make a mark, up 2 inches, make a mark, and then we're gonna go to the half size scale, okay? And let me just see if I could see that. Okay, all right, half size. And I'm gonna start at 0, and I'm gonna make a bounding box for my front view, which is the side of my car. So I'll make a mark at 12, and then take my T-square and make a nice line right there to 12. And then I'm gonna go up 12. Okay, so I could start at 12 right here, make a mark at 0. This time I will use my triangle. It is definitely more accurate. Okay. And I'm not measuring this line, I'm just kind of eyeing it out, and I'll cut it off right here, just to be a little quicker. Most likely I'm not going to use, this is just a bounding box. Okay, so I have to draw this, okay? And you want your car to be driving from the left to the right in this view. So even though I put my winch in the front of my vehicle and the string exits the rear. That's what how most winches work for this competition. So I have a 4-inch rear wheel. In my sketch I could see that it's touching the edge here. Okay, and I have a 2-inch wheel over here. That's I don't know. I just put in the sketch. It wasn't going to the total front edge. But what we're going to do is start off with drawing our wheels. So if it's half scale, and I say that I want a 4-inch wheel, half of 4 is 2. So I'm going to use the 2-inch circle template. So what I'm going to do is I could see already that nothing can go outside of this box here. That's taking up quite a bit of space, but I do want some torque on my rear wheel, so I am going to use it. So I'm going to line it up with the corners here. And I would draw these lightly because you may change your mind and decide to move them or change the size. I'm going to now transfer the crosshairs like so. Okay, and then I'm going to do a 2-inch wheel, so half of 2 is 1. I wonder if I could do a 3-inch wheel. So let's see what 1.5 circle template looks like. So I may change this. I think I like that better, okay? So I'm gonna just change my sketch, or I'll say 2 to 3 inch. I'll circle the 3-inch. And I just made a change on the fly, which you're allowed to do, okay? And I think I like that better. So, because once you start drawing it to scale, you'll really be able to see the proportions in real life. So I'm transferring the crosshairs. I'll show you why. So now I'm just going to take my triangle, and I'll line up the crosshairs with my triangle and make a little mark in the middle, and then do it over here. A little center line in the middle. So it should look like crosshairs, you know, when you play your video games. And same thing here. They don't have to be like perfectly straight. They just have to be aligned with the crosshairs, the tick marks that you made from the circle template. Okay, and so now what I'm going to do is draw my axles. So my axles are 1/4 inch diameter in real life. They're 1/4 inch dowels. So 1/2 of a quarter is 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to use the small circle template, and I'll use the 1/8 of an inch here. So I'll just circle it here for the next student who uses it, 1/8 of an inch. And I'll just center that. That's good there. And then 1/8 inch right here. Okay. So far so good. Okay. I would like to now plan the bottom of my body to make a line that I'm comfortable with, and then I think I'll have a little better idea of where I want the 5-inch winch wheel. Okay, so for the bottom of the body, I would recommend you do a straight line. Okay, it just makes the cars easier to build, but if you wanted to, you could slant it. You could just take your triangle or T-square and slant it. Okay, but I'm going to do a straight line, and you want to have at least 1/4 of an inch below your axle, so it's not weak. So realistically, I would want to be at least over there. Okay, 1/4 inch below my lowest axle. So I'll do that. Okay, so I'm going to do a solid line across here. Then it goes into the wheel. Might as well draw the hidden lines. Okay, because it continues and it's less erasing. I'll do a solid line again. Hidden lines, because the body is behind the wheel. Okay, oh, so my period 3 would be over. So now let's do the 5-inch winch wheel. By the way, if you want more torque and you can fit a bigger winch wheel, go for it. Okay, like I could put in a 6-inch winch wheel and use a 3-inch circle template, but I think that looks kind of strange. I don't know if I really like that. I kind of prefer the 5-inch winch wheel, this one right here. So I think I'm gonna put mine like right around here. Okay, you just try to visualize, look at your sketch. I didn't have it totally flush. I don't know if I want it touching the edge like that. So I'll put it right here, and I'm just going to draw it lightly. Okay, I'll transfer my crosshairs. And then I'll take my triangle and make my center line. Okay, and then make my axle, 1/8 inch circle template, which represents a 1/4 inch axle. All right, cool. So now I'm going to draw my body, okay? So I think I do want it kind of low over here, like I had it in the sketch, and I kind of like the idea of the trapezoidal shape up here, rising up to support this axle. So you just kind of have to like dive into it and look proportionally what you think looks good. So I'm going to take my T-square. I think I like right here, like I'm envisioning the body going here and coming up and going like back down. So I think like right there. I'll draw lightly. Okay, and then I guess what I'll do is I'll pick a spot of how high up above the axle I want here. I'll make a line like that. So you see I got these 2 lines now. And now it's just a matter of drawing them and trimming them up. So maybe I'll go like this. Okay, I'll go maybe like that. So I'm looking at, I have a motor here, so I should try to think of keeping some room for a motor. So I'll go like this. I'll do hidden lines here actually. should have done hidden lines on the other one. No big deal. And then here, I could change the angle. Doesn't matter. Okay? And cool. I like that. Okay, I'll take my eraser shield. I'll clean up the tails. And then here, okay, I'll do the same thing here. And I'll turn this line into a hidden line. So I'll just do a couple of, I mean, I could erase the whole thing and just redraw it as a hidden line. Cool. That came out good. Okay. All right. So let me go get a white eraser and start erasing some key parts. That wasn't that bad. Okay, and actually, let me do this piece here. So I wanted some height for the wall, so I can have the string exit low, medium, and high depending on who I'm racing against. So I could measure this. So let's just say I want from the ground up, I want to have 10 inches. Okay, so I'm at 10 here and 0 here. I'm gonna make a mark at 10. All the wood is 3/4 inches thick. So I'll draw my first 3/4 inch piece of wood here, make a mark at 0 to 3/4, and then take my T-square and connect those two. Okay, and then now I'll actually make my my 3/4 inch thick wood coming down. Okay, so I'll do a solid line right here, and then when it goes in, it gets sandwiched by these two body panels. It'll turn into a hidden line, just like the practice tug of war drawing. Cool, nice and clean. Okay. Let's start erasing. I haven't drawn my motors yet, but to make it a little easier to see, I'll start erasing. Okay, take my eraser shield, clean it up. Okay, take your time so it looks nice and neat. I mean, I could do this, you know, before I turn it in also. Okay, and let's get onto the motors in a second. Cool, that looks good. Okay, so the motors are 7/8 inch in diameter, and half of 7/8, you just double the bottom number. Okay, so half of 7/8, you just double the bottom number because you're multiplying it by half, is 7/16. So I had, in my sketch, I had rear wheel drive over here and then one motor for the winch wheel. So I'm going to find the 7/16 circle template. It is this one, right here. Okay, this one, it's the fourth one in. So I'll put one motor right above my winch wheel. Okay, that'll be a good spot for it. Maybe I'll go a little bit over. No, I'll put it right in, try to eye out the center. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have, well, I had the motors on the same side here, So I will have to put one over to the side. I could change my mind and move this winch to the other side and put this motor over there. When I go to build it, I have plenty of room here for the clamp. So I'll do another 7/16 circle template. All right, guys, that's it. I would probably do the hidden lines for the holes. That's an important part of why this wall is so tall. So I would draw those just like I did. And I would say, maybe do a 1/2 inch hole so there's plenty of room for the string to exit. And you could just do like, make a line, measure down 1/2 inch. I'll do one of them. Okay, so I'll come down, let's say, 1 inch over here. So I'll make a mark. Okay, and then I'll come down 1/2 inch from that mark. And I could make my hidden lines for that hole right there. So that would be one hole. This is the hole right here. And then there'll be another one over here, another one over here, another one over here. And you can kind of really plan it. And then when you go to dimension it, you'll know exactly where your holes have to go. The other thing is, I do see here, I have a connecting piece of wood here. I forgot to draw this one. I'll just draw that one too. That's an important one. Usually we project them down from the top view, but that'll be in the next video. So let me do 3/4 inches over right here. So 0, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. And then I will do this piece right here. This is the front of my car. Nice. All right, guys, that is it. I'm gonna stop this video. Hopefully it came out good. And thanks for watching. Take care.